All right, we are back. Season 5, week 5 through 8. Bag work. How you feeling? How you living, sir?
Doing good, man. Excited for another week. Things are finally in the thick of things now, so it's real interesting.
Yes, sir. Files. Glad to have you back. How you been? How you living?
Feeling good. Feeling good, man. Like you said, we're in the thick of it. A lot of upsets and some good stuff, man.
Yes, sir. Let's get right into it. Uh, Starting with the ACC. Big surprise. We'll start with the family man. Files, talk to me. Georgia's 4-1 in conference.
Yeah, I mean, great start to him. Great start for him rather, but he actually has been playing pretty good ball, managing the clock like he has some sense, not playing reckless. So good start for him. I think some matchups he with his team probably is supposed to win, so he's doing at least the bare minimum so far. Um, but overall, he's playing good ball. He's got his running back is very nasty. Just watching his streams, like I don't know about his actual stats and stuff, but like in the
He's
game, he
third on
flashes
Heisman voting
crazy.
right now.
Yeah, bro, he's going crazy. So shout out him for that. This is a huge game coming up. Um, I don't. I mean, if he gets that one, big props. That's a tough one for anybody. So
Well, this is the tough part of his schedule right here. Is this
Yep.
back to back with Auburn and Ole Miss? Like, if he can, could you go down to Ole Miss real quick? I want to see what their conference record is because they almost just lost to Oklahoma State on the road. Another tough game. So he's 4-1 also. So yeah, this is really going to decide who wins the division, who gets to go up. Pretty much. I mean, he's got to win at least one out of two, and they're both on the road. So at minimum, and if he loses to either one, he's got to pray that it turns into a three-way tie. So yeah, huge couple weeks for him.
Yep, good start though.
And he if he can, I mean, if he can find a way to win both of those games, um, win or loss versus Florida. I mean, if he can win out the rest, he's probably in a pretty good spot to make the playoffs. I would think. Maybe it's tough to win a conference championship because he's not ranked right now. But maybe not because he would have 3 losses only. And
It'd be tough because it looks like there is not a single ranked opponent on his schedule.
yeah, so I mean he probably has to win every game but Florida. But he's on a good trajectory right now, especially if he can get through these next 2 weeks.
Ole Miss 4-1. Let's see. Just check in on Auburn. Only lost to Texas. And then we just saw Georgia, DC, Ole Miss. Sorry, excuse me. Auburn taking any losses on the rest of his schedule bag.
Auburn taking any losses the rest of his schedule. Um, at Ole Miss will be a tough one for sure. Versus Georgia is not going to be easy, even though he blew Georgia out the first time they played. But yeah, he can definitely lose some of these games. I mean, he's our favorite to win the ACC, but these aren't just easy games for him. Versus Georgia, we'll see if Georgia can show up at a big proven day for him. That won't be an easy game. It'll be a test for sure. Ole Miss is going to be himself and play solid ball. He's got to go on the road to do that. So that's another game that could easily trip him up. USC, especially in the ACC, is a problem. He might be a favorite to get on the other side of the ACC right now. Arkansas has had some good wins, and Alabama is a very good user, who's a tier up. So, yeah, I think there's plenty of missteps he could take. I mean, worst case scenario, he could be still finish the season 500. So I think the back half of his season is much harder than the front half, for sure.
All right.
Well, actually, I can't say that because there's out of conference games, but still.
Frost, you
easy.
see Auburn taking any, not winning the ACC? How about that? Do you see Auburn not, at least not making the championship game?
Nah, I don't see that. I definitely see one of those games he might. Somebody could get him, but I don't think he loses. We have to lose 3 to not get there. Is that what we're saying? Probably 3 to not get there.
Not win the conference? No, he can
No.
lose. He can lose one. He can lose one and not get it.
Georgia or Ole Miss right now.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna end up that way though. But so he can lose probably one. I think he'll get in there still.
if he loses to Georgia or Ole Miss, and they end up beating each other and it turns into a 3-way tie, he could get the short end of the stick.
If he got 2 losses, yeah, true.
No, if he got 2 losses, he's for sure out. If he got 2 losses,
What you mean?
well, it's by division. So like if he loses,
yeah.
I think he's already beat Wisconsin. I think he'll end up beating Penn State.
So he has to get at least one of those, if not both.
He has to. Right, exactly.
'Cause-
You know what I'm saying? Because right now, like let's say Georgia wins, if Georgia beats Auburn, then Georgia will be 5-1, Auburn will be 4-1. And let's just say Georgia beats Ole Miss also, he'll have the tiebreaker against Auburn regardless of what else he does the rest of the season.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're in the
what you're saying.
divisions, they have to.
Yeah. Okay.
It makes it.
Their
really
conference
easy.
records actually aren't even like what matters is their division record.
Yeah.
So it matters how it's not even, they don't break it down on this conference standings page, right? But
No, I don't
what's
think
really
so.
going to matter is your record against the teams in your division. Your division record, I believe your division record will give you will give you
Yeah.
what you need to win the division.
Yeah. So.
Heard.
Yeah, that sounds stacking up right now for the ACC East and the West. We'll take a quick look at USC schedule. Got a chance of a yearly rivalry. Still got a conference with Auburn. I don't know, Froz, do you see anybody else besides USC in the conference championship on that side of the division?
Can you go back real quick to the? I just want to see this page right here. I mean, we said his division record and stuff. I'm surprised with UCLA. I thought coming in the year UCLA would be. He's only got one conference loss. I know, but he had a tough schedule. But 2-4 seems a little rough. But I mean, not really any bad losses, right? Those.
Nebraska.
He
Florida
got
State,
is the Ole Miss force loss, which I mean
Oh, that's rough. Yeah.
out of his division as well, so it doesn't really affect him. I mean, in his division, he's 0-0, I believe, because Georgia's out of his division, Penn State's out of his division. So I mean, he can still run the table in the division
Yeah.
easily.
Still think if you're saying user to user, I think he's a better user than USC to me. So I'd probably stick with him as my personal favorite. Who I think he's gonna end up on top, but should be close.
Gotcha.
Not a believer in Washington. Nothing against Washington. I know bag work is, but it's not a huge. I haven't seen it yet.
I feel like we did at one point in time, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I thought Washington was a pretty good user.
I think he is a pretty good user. I don't know if he is consistent enough to win, but he also has one of the best teams over there. I don't know what his division, but see, their division's a little bit more wide open. You know what I mean? I mean, if Washington can beat USC or UCLA, they'll be good. I mean, because the bottom of that division is, TCU's a CPU. Colorado, I don't think has kept any games close. Oklahoma State is a little bit better than his record, but still, I mean, I think I don't know if Washington's already played USC and UCLA, but those specific matchups with them will probably be same with the other side of ACC. But it's like those
All their schedules appear to be
matchups.
backloaded.
Yeah, so like those games are the ones that are really going to decide who wins. I mean, he's got to go at UCLA and he's got USC at home. He can win both those games. I mean, and if he does, assuming he handles business, TCU's a force win. Assuming he can beat Oklahoma State, can win at Colorado, then it's really just going to come down to what you can do in those games.
Gotcha.
But I'll still take UCLA out of the three, even though I think that they're all competitive. But
Over USC.
yeah, I would take UCLA.
Do you think anybody out of the West can be the top three in the East?
Yeah, I think so. I think the top three in the West are just as good as the top three in the East. If I had to say who's the best user of the six off of skill, I probably would still say UCLA. And I think Auburn would be number two.
I had that flip
But-
personally, but yeah,
I did.
think
I would
it's-
say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it might be flipped. I mean, I think they're both close. I think both of them will be fine if they go to the Big 12. But, and then, I think the next two in each conference are also, like, competitive. I mean, I don't think that there's one who's just, like, super head and shoulders better than the other ones.
Gotcha. All right.
Personally.
ACC, for the most part, what you're saying is it's wide open.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's really going to come down to, especially with the division rules. I mean, those head-to-head matchups are what's going to decide it.
Gotcha. Moving on to the Big 12. Frowls, any surprises here? How do you feel like the storyline is stacking up so far?
The main surprise, one of the early ones, is the team highlighted in blue. Okay, 1-5, man. That's surprising. I think user-wise, skill-wise, yeah, that's surprising to me personally. But I'm gonna give my dog Jay Roth a little shout out in conference play, man. Nice 2-0 start. I know he's locked in, but we'll see.
Because he stole a force win against a user who was supposed to be good to get one of those wins, then he just got a second one against Burrell today. So
you're saying maybe
You say
not.
He was ducking smoke. He was ducking smoke.
he ducked Oregon real bad the other day. Yesterday, matter of fact, because Oregon, he said he was available all day, and Depot ended up, he was supposed to play Depot. Depot had been kind of wishy-washy the last few days, ended up DMing me saying he was going to leave. So I took the South Carolina user who'd been playing really well and gave him Depot's team. And all of a sudden, J. Roth vanished for the next 5 hours. Said he was taking a nap. After he also was in my DMs telling me to get on Arc Raiders because he was about to play Arc Raiders. But then 30 minutes after that, he just apparently went to sleep for 4 or 5 hours till advance. And advance happened, and boom, he's awake.
Wake.
I don't know.
Craziest
Fishy to me.
conspiracy.
Your boyfriend? The traveler?
Yeah, so
Your makeup artist, Bestie? Or the one who
that's all I can
Wow.
say. Don't give
Yeah.
him too much credit.
That's fair, but I think Iowa holding it down in conference like we kind of expected. Well, some of us, some people were kind of questioning Iowa heavy, but two of us expected Iowa to be pretty good, and then Chucky off to a good start too, 4-2. Can you go to those top two schedules real quick? Arizona State win was good, and then recently the North Carolina game, yeah, that was a really good game. Really good game. So yeah, man, I think Chucky's playing good ball right now. I do. His Oregon user is apparently pretty good, so I'd like to see how that one goes on the road.
They're able to play. Sound like their schedules are a little bit misaligned, so hopefully they get to play. Maybe I'll extend advance to Saturday to get that game in because it's probably an important one.
Mm-hmm.
And games don't get played on the weekend anyway, so I mean, no need to rush it.
When is advance? It's supposed to be Friday.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the weekend advance always needs extra time anyway, so I'm kind of like, whatever.
Guess I'll be sitting around the house just waiting. Let's go to the other schedule. Iowa win against Texas, Michigan, South Carolina in conference.
He should have lost that game though, as we mentioned before.
Yeah.
South Carolina was up 10 going into the fourth. Had some type of family emergency with his daughter. Had to let his little brother play the fourth quarter, and Iowa ended up pulling a 3-point win playing against dudes like little brother, from what he said.
That sucks.
But
But you know what the great thing is? There's a rematch right there.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And I have a better
That'll be a good
team,
one.
so.
Yeah, he'll get to prove himself. But I mean, Iowa bounced back, man. He smacked Alabama. I didn't think that game was going to get as nasty as it got. Malik Washington effect. Iowa has a tough schedule coming down the stretch. I ain't gonna lie. Because the Florida user's pretty good. Got to play him on the road. That Oregon user's pretty good. Got to play him. Chucky's pretty good. Got to play him. J. Roth is quote unquote rolling. He did beat Texas this year. Texas is also having a surprising year, so that's a big win for J. Roth. And then at Nebraska. So I mean, does Iowa make the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay. Are we sure?
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Because those are
Yeah,
tough.
Playoffs
like-
or conference?
Well, maybe he gets in by winning the conference.
Yeah. Sorry, I might have been a little too excited for that one. I think he makes conference. Whether he
Makes
wins conference,
I agree.
is different, because I know that will mess everything up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
He is 10 right now, though.
Yeah. He just can't drop to any of these dudes because he's playing all these unranked teams that are good.
Yeah.
And, I mean, these are tough games. I don't know. I mean, Florida's, in my opinion, Florida's one of the best users in the Big 12, and he's 3-1 to prove it. So, Oregon,
Is
has
he
got a lot of
really,
hype
though?
right now. I mean, last year when he was South Carolina, I mean, he beat Clemson for sure. I think he beat also Ohio State with that roster. He's playing pretty good ball with Florida. I don't know who his 4 losses are to, but he's doing all right in conference.
Gotcha. Frost, do you see anything other than the top 2 right now, Texas A&M and Iowa, taking the conference? Because I am officially out of it because I've already played 6 conference games somehow.
The Florida user does have he can put a game together to beat either of them for sure. He'd probably be my other bet to make a run at it. Maybe a J. Roth heater. I know dudes aren't believers, but hey, if he can definitely put a game together. So wouldn't count him
I mean,
out.
I think in this one, J. Roth, this division, I think J. Roth, can win against any of these users. So, he's definitely got a shot. He's in position. I don't know who else is on Michigan's schedule. I would love for you to play spoiler on some dudes and just to mess people up.
I don't think there's really
But-
much left.
You do week
Well, you
9,
can-
that's all I can say.
You can beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame, Oregon. Oh, you only have one more conference game.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was like, I was 6 games in already, 6 games for conference already.
Yeah. So, you're kind of cooked, and beating Oregon won't really do what I'm trying to do. But maybe Oregon has some conference games where he can, play spoiler. If he's as good as people are acting like he is, maybe he runs the table the rest of the year with that roster and finds a way in. I don't know.
Big 10. You guys still holding strong? Not too many conference games early off. Baylor dropped out of the top 25, but you guys have
Man, this
2,
conference
3,
is crazy.
4, 6, and 7 in the top 25 in one conference.
Oh yeah, we like this. This is good smoke right here. Yeah, I mean, on this side, everyone's kind of still has it in position.
Yeah.
I mean, that Notre Dame win, he definitely got blessed up. But I'm gonna just let it live. the game goes both ways for people all the time, but wasn't my day. He ended up getting that win, which is a big one. He's 3-1 in conference. I don't know if he's beaten anybody. I think he beat UNC already in conference, so
Yeah, that was
he's
the
in
game
pretty
of the
good
week.
position.
Yeah. 3-1
He's in pretty good
conference.
position because he's got out of conference, out of three out of. Still somehow has like the easiest schedule in our whole league, but
Mandatory rivals.
yeah, but so yeah, he's got USC, Michigan, Washington. I mean, yeah, he's in great position. He's in the best position. I mean, even with a loss to Florida State, let's just say, I mean, he still could be in the conference championship. So
Do you think he ends up in the conference championship, or he makes the playoff like he has every other year?
I think at this point he probably makes it. I mean, even if he loses to Florida State, I mean, unless Florida State just runs the table, right? Because I think Florida State still has to play Nebraska. Florida State's got to play a lot of people. So, I don't think he's played any of the real. Yeah, so I mean, he's got to play Baylor at Nebraska, at LSU, North Carolina, Notre Dame at home.
Oh, he hasn't played
I
any
think he
conference
just
games yet.
always played the two CPU ones, I think.
Yeah, like no user conference games yet.
Right. So, and he's got Florida down there. So I mean, Florida State has a gauntlet. We'll see if he can do better than he did last year. Because remember, last year was the same. Even though I don't think he had a gauntlet to end the year last year, but he fell apart at the end of the season. So we'll see what happens. I mean, he's going to play his best teams late, which I don't love for any user. Honestly, to have to figure it out late, it's better to get those games early. But kind of feel out your team early. But yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't put my money on him run through all 6 of those last games unscathed.
For us, who you like out the Big Ten right now, the way it's going?
Yeah, I think that Notre Dame Florida State matchup when they play is gonna be the decider. I like OG in one of the spots for sure, and then that second one I'm leaning one of those two. Can I look at UNC schedule real quick though? Because he still has to play OG, I know, and LSU still. That's tough. It's tough matchups there. So
Florida State,
yeah, I think
LSU, and Notre Dame back to back is rough.
yeah, I would lean either Notre Dame or Florida State getting that second spot. Probably whoever wins that game would be my pick, but we'll see. It's Florida State got to prove that last year was just a fluke. That's not really him because he did fall apart last year. So.
Gotcha. Oh, the Notre Dame was your. Ooh, that's tough. 4 days and no games.
Yeah. Take the wins though.
Yeah. The wins will definitely help, but and Stanford's ranked, so. But just to have to sit on that one till what, Monday or Tuesday?
And you got OG. That's gonna be tough. At UNC is gonna be tough. Florida State's gonna be. I still think there's a good path for LSU to make the playoff though. I think.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think
Conference championship though might be a little tough.
I
We'll
think
see.
it could end in a 3-way tie.
It could.
But I still think they get at least 3 in.
Do we think somebody gets OG in the regular season in the conference?
Maybe at LSU.
Yeah, he could. He could.
Yeah, at LSU is really the only one I could see him maybe taking the L on, especially since it's on the road. Florida State at home. I don't think Florida State has the athletes to mess with this quarterback right now.
Yeah.
It is a problem.
And I don't think that 3-4 from North Carolina is going to be enough.
I was on the 3-4.
Yeah, North Carolina's been running 3-4.
Why?
Pressure.
If you got the linebackers to do it, it's not the
Yeah,
craziest.
he always has fast linebackers, so it's.
But they're still not. I mean, this is just me just playing devil's advocate, but it's like your linebackers are still never going to be as fast as having a fast nickel corner or safety. Like, they can be relatively fast, but they aren't going to be that fast.
But they can also rush the passer though. They can also play the run pretty well. So I mean,
Yeah.
Can a nickel corner do a good nickel corner can do the same?
not really. Not the same as like a linebacker.
So you're saying essentially having 5 D linemen. You're saying you think is
Nah, not D lineman.
There is though, because you have the D lineman, then you have the 2 inside like edge, 2 inside like left ends or whatever, and then you have 2 outside linebackers.
Exactly. The linebackers are linebackers.
But they're pass rushers though. They're not like.
Not always. You don't have to play them there. I mean, you can play like a outside linebacker there if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know. I think the argument that the speed is equal. I don't think the speed is the same. Like,
I agree with that. You're definitely gonna lose a little bit in speed, but you do like it is hard to run against 3-4.
88.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that part, but I mean, yeah, that's just what I'm saying. Like, yeah. In my opinion, like you can stop the run pretty decent in nickel in this game. Like, I mean, Deuce play safeties at sub linebacker and aren't like losing a bunch compared to having like a beast of a middle linebacker in there who can tackle everybody. Like, you're not really that much.
You're not wrong. But 87 at the slowest speed is probably what he's running right now.
But then, like, look at the corners. Like, for example, like for me, like I don't even have 3-4 in my playbook, but it's like my nickel corner is like
just the slowest as linebackers.
Oh, so that's probably why he doesn't win.
So all right, so yeah, it makes sense for him. It makes sense for him. Yeah,
that's rough.
Sure. Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, keep the boots up.
Yeah, it works for him though.
Yeah,
I think probably matchup depending. You get the right user. It's gonna be tough.
I mean, for him, his defense. I feel like his defense hasn't been that great. I feel like for him, it's when his offense is clicking, he can be tough to stop more so than his defense.
Gotcha. Because he's in. I don't know what he's in, but he runs tight open.
He runs a lot of normal Y off close. And he throws a lot of like routes across the middle. A lot of risky business, but he be connecting a good amount. So
I guess so.
Him and Notre Dame both to me, like, they throw so many, like, I feel like that's why there's some games where they like really get smacked. I mean, even though it happens to everybody, but it's like they throw so many like hairline throws, you know, and like it's like how they play, like they think that they should get those, but some people might say that you should get like none of them, but you know, so like when it goes their way, but when it doesn't go their way, you know, you can see them throw 4 or 5 interceptions in a game.
Gotcha. Bad work. How many people do you think from the Big Ten get in the playoffs?
Potentially 5, depending on how it goes. I'd say that'd be a stretch. But I mean, everyone's in the top 10 right now as it is. If they only to each other, no one's going to drop that far. And so if everyone ended up with 2 conference losses, I don't know if that's possible, but if that is possible, then I think they could all get in that case. I think more realistically, we're probably looking at 3, maybe a 4th. But I would say 3, certainly 3. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. And off to the last one. SEC. Rankings a little more scattered. but all the users are ranked. Are all the users ranked in Big Ten too?
No,
Dropped out.
Baylor's not in.
Gotcha.
But over there on the other side though, there's due to, I don't know if they really have a chance to win the conference championship and or make the playoffs. I mean, it's tough. I mean, this Ohio State Clemson matchup is a must win for Ohio State, absolutely. And then he's got Tennessee the next week after that. So I mean, if he hypothetically loses both of these games, there's nothing he can do to get back in the playoff.
Nope. Night game at Death Valley. I know you normally don't like to speak on it, but how you feeling for us?
I know he's gonna be ready for it. Like he's been talking a lot as for the protected rivalry. I feel like he also needs it. So, and he'll be ready. We'll be ready too. We'll see how it plays out, man. He's a good user. I know what he likes to do, but that doesn't really, you still got to go out and stop it. So, excited to rock, compete.
Yes, sir. Backward, who you got in that game?
Give me Clemson at home. I think it's a relatively close game, but I think Clemson's been in form, and I think Ohio State has not. So wow, Clemson's got to play that Oregon user out of conference. That'll be a good one as well. But yeah, give me Clemson. I say plus 6.5.
Wow, 6.5. Okay.
Or I guess is it minus 6.5? That's how it goes.
Yeah, minus 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but no, I think he does pull it out. But yeah, Ohio State heard a lot of trash talk from the last pod. He's going to get his best game from Ohio State. So, and Ohio State's definitely capable. So, we'll see how it plays out. But it'll be a dogfight, as all these conference games. The way the conference is set up is these are all going to be dogfights and must win coming down the stretch. But this right now for Ohio State at 0-2, he's got to get. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
To have a chance, he has to get Clemson or Nighthawk. He's got to get one of them, and he's beaten Nighthawk too, so they'll both be good games. But yeah, got to get it done. Got to get it done.
Gotcha. Speaking of must-win games, Oklahoma.
Oh man, he's going through it.
Texas and Clemson
At home, both of them at home.
And now he's on the road at Tennessee.
And on the road at Arizona State, even though he usually has Arizona State's number. So we'll see if that changes. He just beat Arizona State in the grind again. And
they played the conference semis already?
That was in the conference quarterfinal.
Oh, sorry.
He caught him. But he also has superior team over there for sure. He has superior team here too as well. But it won't be neutral site. I think beat him by 7. Neutral site, he's got to go on the road. I think the last time they played, when Arizona State was Florida, Oklahoma went on the road and smacked them. So must win for Zev. We'll see how that goes. But he's in a hole right now. I don't see a world where he gets demoted, but I mean, where's his win going to come from? He has his last 3 conference games on the road against users.
That's why I use Experian, my big financial.
So
The Experian app, I can check my FICO score.
that would put
And get matched with credit card offers.
Ohio State as a must-win then, if that's what we're saying.
Which means if I'm not approved, they won't hurt my credit
Well,
score.
I mean, someone's got to go down, and Texas has beat.
It's free.
I don't think Texas and Ohio State have played, but Texas beat.
If you aren't initially approved,
Texas is undefeated in conference right now. So I mean,
your credit scores.
for them to get out of this hole, I don't know. Texas is 2-0, so. Oh, he beat Ohio State too. So I mean, yeah,
He beat him bad. I didn't get to watch that, but jeez.
Oh yeah.
it broke open in the 4th quarter, but it wasn't like it was a good game. But yeah. So I mean, honestly, it looks like Ohio State or Oklahoma's going to go down unless they can, find a way to really win out. Really, I mean, because it's tricky because every user in here can win every game, but
Mhm.
if they've both already lost to Texas, I mean, that's the people would say before the season that he was the weakest link in this conference, and he's proven not to be. Well, I mean, he did lose to Iowa and Miami out of conference, which so those are big time L's, and their schedule's only getting harder. I mean, Oklahoma has their last 3 user games all on the road against the projected top of the thing. So, could Oklahoma go down? It's definitely really on the table. I mean, and Ohio State is another one. Like, he has to get this Clemson win because it's like, where else are these wins going to come from? At least I think Ohio State has a win over Arizona State, I believe. No, he doesn't.
No, they're
Matter of
both
fact.
0-2 in conference.
So, it's really going to be. They already both have played Texas. I don't think that they both are going to be Nighthawk. Maybe one of the two. I don't know if both of them are going to be Clemson. I don't know if both of them are going to be Arizona State. So I don't know how another team gets dragged down into that pit that they're in.
That's a slippery slope right there.
Yeah, I mean, like, where's your break right now? At Clemson, one of the top 2 users at home, and then another top 5 user, I think, on the road. So, good luck. Good luck. Have fun climbing out of that.
Okay, so let's do a little thought exercise since we ran through the conferences so fast. Frowls, Ohio State or Oklahoma to get bumped out of the SEC?
Just on schedule and form, I feel like Zevi. I don't know if he's gonna go get Tennessee this week. And where's that Ohio State? Who's playing at home that game? Ohio State, Oklahoma. I forgot already. Just looked at it.
At Oklahoma. Oh, sorry, at
Oklahoma's at home?
at Ohio.
Ohio State's at home. I'm gonna say Ohio State stays in just based on because really it's gonna come down to just that one matchup, and Zevi still has to play someone else, right? It's like a third one in there. So I'm gonna say Ohio State stays, which is crazy because Zevi coming off a natty, but that's what it looks like right now.
Listen, that's what the
Off
commission
the
wanted.
natty.
That's what commission wanted.
Because-
Competition.
That's what we get, and that's what we need. I'm with you though, Miles. I mean, I think Ohio State schedule. I think Ohio State has a chance in this Clemson game, and I've seen him beat Tennessee, and I've never seen him get smacked by Tennessee. It's always a close game. So I think Ohio State has a chance in both of those games, and he beat Oklahoma the last 2 times they played. Once in the Natty, and they played the year right after that, and he won that game too. And he'll be at home. I think Ohio State finds a way to get a win in these last 3 games somewhere. With Oklahoma, I don't know where it comes from. Maybe his best chance is probably Arizona State on the road, but he's got to play Nighthawk on the road. He's got to play, I guess, Clemson on the road and Ohio State on the road. So, no, he already played Clemson, so he got to play Tennessee on the road.
Oh,
I don't think he's getting
on the
Tennessee on the
That's
road.
tough.
Yeah, I don't know if he gets Tennessee on the road. He might get Arizona State and maybe Ohio State on the road, but that's tough, man. I mean, that Texas loss at home, losing those 2 home games, both, he should maybe not should, but losing to Clemson at home and then definitely Texas at home is huge. I mean,
Man, you're right. That's a slippery slope too. Ooh, okay.
yeah, nasty work. Definitely is nasty work.
It is. And then the last part of the thought exercise. Oregon, Florida, and let's see if I can do this right. It'll be Baylor. Just stick with me for 1 second. Oregon, Florida, and Auburn versus Oklahoma. How does Oklahoma finish that record?
I think right now. I've never seen Oregon play, but
I think it depends where he plays. Auburn. I think Auburn can get him. Actually, did you name Auburn? You might not have, but
Yeah,
you really think Auburn's
Oh,
that
yeah.
good, bro? I mean,
bro, I
I
think
beat
he's,
Auburn.
I think he's pretty good.
I do too.
I beat the
I really
I
I
feel like
think
he's
he's
doing a
good
little
too.
dirty. I think he's a pretty quality
No.
player for sure.
I think he's quality. I mean, I picked him to win the ACC, but that's the ACC. When he was out of the ACC and playing in the regular conference, he didn't. I don't even think he competed with any of the top dudes in the league. I think they were all blowouts when he played like
Hmm.
the top.
Maybe I was
Like,
when I watch him play though, he looks solid though. I can't lie.
He's solid, but I mean,
individual.
before we went to this, he would beat the people he's supposed to beat, but he also would lose
Mhm.
to the people he's supposed to lose to. It's not like he was like, J. Roth makes more noise. Certainly, the Florida user makes more noise. The Iowa user, all
And
three of
Auburn?
them, and yeah, I mean, they'll beat even before this season. All three, like last year, South Carolina beat Clemson. He beat someone else.
It's a
who's in
rivalry
the-
game, but yeah, I mean he's not bad, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's winning those games though. Like J. Roth has beat plenty of people. Like just on a one time. Like don't get me wrong, I think it's fluke when it happens, but like he beats these people. Iowa also. Actually, no. Iowa's kind of in the same boat where, and I think Iowa's better than Auburn too, but Iowa at least keeps the games very, very close. I mean, I think he lost to Zeb by 3 at home last year, and he lost to me by like 10, but it was a good game. You know what I mean? But like when Auburn played like me, for example, that was like a 5-score game. Like, you know what I mean? Like that wasn't like a. I don't think he's the same. That's why he's in the ACC.
Wow. Okay.
We look at the schedule real quick while we're talking about him. Auburn. I'm just curious if he has any matchups that we can really take a lot away from. This one against Georgia's good one.
He beat J. Roth. But then look how bad he got smacked by Texas.
He did, but so did Ohio State though.
Not that bad, and the game was close. Texas literally scored like it was like a 1-score game. Texas scored a touchdown, and then got a stop, and then Texas went and scored again because they're doing a protected rivalry. So like Texas scored 2 touchdowns in the last like 2 minutes of that game.
Okay. I mean, he's not gonna get too many major tests. This Georgia game will be interesting to see. I think he probably handles that, but Georgia's gonna be ready to play. And then you said you like Ole Miss. You think Ole Miss is a better player also?
Oh, I think Auburn's the best player in the ACC besides maybe UCLA.
Okay.
But I think when you take that conversation up a notch, I don't think he would stand out in the Big 12.
Okay. Because it was
Like I think I don't know if he gets relegated in the Big 12, but he could. I mean, the
Looking
Big
at
12
those
is like
losers,
is really
I mean,
is really a dogfight situation in the Big 12, I think. But
because you're
like there'll be another good test for him will be Auburn when he plays Alabama at the end of the year. But
Yeah.
Alabama is a very good user, but his team isn't where he wants to be yet. I saw he got a 5-star quarterback in the recruiting class this cycle this year, which will be big for him. But like he's playing Malik Washington, who is mid in my opinion. So there's that. But yeah, that'll be a decent test. Auburn, Alabama for sure. But he caught J. Roth. But yeah, I don't think he's.
Okay. Auburn,
that
if you're
next-
listening, keep making noise. Keep making noise, big dog.
Yeah, well, he's got to make noise in the play. I mean, that's really all he can do. I mean, that Alabama game, and of course, we expect you to run through the ACC. But
Mhm.
if you can do it in dominant fashion, there's that too. But then you'll make the playoffs. What are you going to do in your first round matchup or your first game? Whatever. You'll probably you'll get in. So what are you going to do when the playoffs come will be the main thing. But like I said, I don't think that he's head and shoulders better than these dudes on the back of his schedule. Like, he can lose to Georgia, he can lose to Ole Miss, he can lose to USC, he can even lose to Arkansas. Like Like I don't think he's head. I think he is. I think he is the best, but I don't think he's head and shoulders. And I wouldn't pick him to beat Alabama. I mean, he will be at home, so that'll help. But you know,
That'd be one to circle back on for sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely gotta. Well, we'll see, cause what next week is Christmas, so
Dude should be around for Christmas. It sounds like dudes ain't doing too much. But I'm sure somebody will hit me up talking about something. I'm gonna be gone for the next 7 days.
oh yeah, that's rough.
I mean, I ain't mad at you if you are, but
Yeah, I will definitely be at the house. So as
yeah,
soon
I
as
will
the
too.
dance
I'm
happens,
excited.
I'm
I'm
asking
excited about it.
for me to sit around and. All right, let's before we do this, I got a question. Because there's been some debate. Commissioner said in the grind during Hall of Fame discussions, the Heisman don't hold as much weight as it used to. Frowls. I know we talked about it earlier. Dudes winning Heisman with 1,500 yards rushing and 1,000 receiving, or not even that. We'll say 12 and 1,000 receiving, and we looked it up. That's never happened in the FBS. Do you think it's spam? And does it still hold the same weight?
I think it's so individual. Because I think it's Ohio State, but I mean, he was spamming his running back to win the Heisman. And it worked. I mean, running back was good, led to some wins for him. I wouldn't really say like Nebraska spams at all. I think Nebraska's just good at the game.
Oh, he
and
has
that kind of
QB,
comes with
so
it.
I'm off that one.
Yeah,
Going
yeah,
with
yeah.
QB,
I
going
got
with QB.
And then also Tennessee's running back. I don't think Tennessee spams either. Georgia, I wouldn't really say. I can't even say that about him though. I don't think he really like. I don't know. I feel like just for this year at least, that dude's crazy. Also, what? Just look at his caps. That dude's really good. But
he's running that rock. I mean, 21 touchdowns, 9 yards a carry. He's probably not. I mean, he probably has some receiving yards, but not like those other. It's case by case. I mean, with Ohio State, it was super obvious. You know what I'm saying? And with J-Roth, J-Roth's also doing the same thing, where it's just throwing to his running back like every single play. And you know they are winning some games, but they also lose games because of their play style. I mean, I think it's just clear. You know, it's like it's just an eye test thing, and I think for both of them, you know, they're just playing a certain way specifically to get Heisman, which you know you have to note as a committee. It's like you know the committee making a game time decision on Notre Dame. It's just what makes the most sense, right? In the case of Tommy Richmond, I mean, he's dominating the games. He's making throws. He's running the fuck out of the rock. I mean,
Richmond.
he's you know, he's not even throwing the ball that well, but he's running the
Wow,
fuck.
that's crazy.
Hill.
His behind the line jukes are actually sickening. You have something boxing, and he just hits like nice little juke
Oh,
step.
he has sidestep.
and,
So
Yeah, it's
13
shout out to Commish
yards
for
around.
getting him right, I guess, because that dude's a problem.
Yeah, he is. I mean, his throwing stats are not very good, but
I guess they're enough.
Yeah.
I guess.
yeah, I mean, I think he upgraded them a good amount this year to where they're decent, but it's still, you know, he's somewhat limited throwing for sure.
Yeah. So, like his last game was 139 yards passing.
Right. 2 rushing touchdowns. He didn't even run for that crazy, but 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, he's averaging 100 yards a game, and last game he only had 23 yards rushing. So what's that saying?
Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't know if you hear that. That's the paper. That's the pen.
What
That
you mean?
Topic podcast.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, it's that time.
It is.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I didn't post my rankings from last week because they're definitely cooked.
Oh,
See, I wish you would have.
yeah. Yeah,
I didn't post mine either,
on
though,
business. Listen, I posted it. I wasn't afraid.
I just forgot to do it.
Bag, we're talking about. We got to post these. I got you. Say less. Got people calling him
So-
out because they don't like it. Who called you out last week? It was Ohio State.
He was mad at me, and I said he should have been. I said he was S tier. Then he went and lost.
That's rough, buddy. That's rough.
He's spamming on me. I'm like, bro, I just said you was one of the ones. Like, you mad at me?
But we're back. We're here right now. We're here. Frowls, start me off. S tier, sir.
We're still keeping it simple, man. Tennessee and Nebraska, you can really pick your preference on play style and form. Both of them are playing really good, got great teams. Just keeping that level up. I can't say anybody's really cracked that tier that plays with that ceiling, but also the consistency week in, week out. So I'm keeping my S tier just those two. I might have a larger A tier, but S tier is pretty simple.
You don't like Florida State at all?
I like Florida State a lot. Cole's a lot of respect for Cole, but we talked about his schedule mainly. So those are.
So you're saying you said keep your S tier. You had Zev in your S tier last time.
Oh well, no, he's definitely not. If I did last time,
You hear that, Zach?
Not now.
Disrespect.
I mean Zev would admit himself he shouldn't be in S tier right now.
But when I said it, you were
It's
tweaking.
disrespect.
But all right.
Calling him out.
at the time, it was crazy. But since he lost 2 games since then.
It wasn't. He was like on a 3-game losing streak at the time. But all right, let's continue.
That's not true. But yeah, let's
He was.
continue.
Because I did have him as last season. But it's okay. It's okay. These are your
Yeah.
rankings, incorrect or correct, however you might feel.
My man's Miles said fake news. That's what he said.
Anyway,
Was that it?
proceed.
Tennessee and Nebraska?
Yeah, simple 2.
All right. Bagwork, who you got?
Rocking with those two too. I think it's them for sure.
That's it?
That's it. Yeah.
We
Would
can't
you
get
add
no Notre
in
Dame
there?
love for...
Nah, I mean he's got 2 home wins by it looks like a touchdown each. So shout out to him. Those are big wins. I think he's in my A tier, but as far as S, I just don't really see it.
Can he get the S tier for you in this regular season? The way the schedule coming up, you think he can ever get there?
This regular season, if he were to win out, no, I wouldn't. He's never won a playoff game
True.
that I can think of. He'd have to win the conference championship. You have to win the conference championship. I'm not hating. I mean, I think
I was asking.
It's crazy.
he'll be at the top or near the top of my A tier. I'm not hating, but I mean, just to put him at an S tier, it's I've never seen you win I've never seen you be in the conference championship game, which he's set up to do that this year. I can't think of a playoff game that you've won. And I
But
think
he's
there are
always
games.
there.
He's always there, but also, like he wins some games, close games. But I've also seen it where, like I've never seen Nebraska or Nighthawk. Not never, but extremely rare have I ever seen them even lose a 2-score game. Like I've seen Notre Dame have games where he's down 28-7 in the first quarter. You know what I mean?
Okay. Just because I like the helmets, I have to ask the question. 2 top 10 wins since the last time we ranked them, and that's not good enough to keep him in the top in the S tier.
No, he wasn't in the
It was
S tier before. He was in the B tier before. I'm pretty sure for me. I mean, he lost to Ohio State, who
I had Ohio State in
has
S tier
lost,
last week.
but he's lost 2 games since then as well. His only real big win this season is Notre Dame. I mean, I don't. There's no way for Notre Dame to be in the S tier for me. There's not really.
Hmm.
You know, it would have to be if he won out the rest of the season, which I think he can. It definitely would be pushing him that way. But I would need to see him play Nebraska and how he plays. Assuming Nebraska's in the conference championship, how he plays in that game. For me,
Even
but
going
because
to Florida State, if he goes to Florida State, gets that done, it's nothing. Not moving the needle enough.
Because that's
he'll still
really
be like
only.
at the top of my A tier.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that pushes him to S tier for me.
So Notre Dame's relegated to A tier for the rest of the year then, unless he wins a playoff game.
I mean, a lot of times he's in B tier, so I mean, he's up from that. He's playing really good ball. It's just, yeah, I mean, even if he beats Florida State, who knows? If Florida State is undefeated and he plays them on the road to Florida State and wins, maybe it'd be a different thing. If that's the case when that comes, but if that's not the case, if Florida State has a loss or two by the time he goes and plays that game, like, then what are we talking about? Florida State's not in the S tier either, by the way.
Okay. Wow. Rough in these streets, ain't it?
That's just me. You know, if you can feel free to throw names into your S tier if you want.
Oh, no. Respect the rankings. Tennessee and Nebraska right now.
But yeah, for me, A tier, I'm gonna go Clemson at the top of my A tier. Then I'm gonna go Arizona State second in my A tier. Notre Dame third in my A tier. Florida State fourth in my A tier. North Carolina fifth in my A tier. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave it at.
5. Fries, who you got in A tier?
My A tier, I don't really have mine as ordered, but I think Arizona State is definitely in there for me. Florida State is probably, if I had to put somebody at the top, just because undefeated, I'd probably put him there right now. I will put myself in that mix somewhere, and I would also put UNC. I think UNC still been playing overall pretty good ball. Would like to see him maybe like punch up a little bit and get one of those top players. It'd be nice, but I'm keeping there A tier for now. That's it.
Notre Dame out is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that.
Even though Notre Dame
no.
beat North Carolina.
No. I'm not saying that. I just forgot to name Notre Dame. For real, he's definitely in that mix. I just was looking at the names, the teams, but I would put him firmly in. He's over North Carolina for sure. I think he's playing good ball, really. I watched almost the whole game against you, and he played pretty well. It was a good game. He definitely got some breaks, but I like how he's playing right now. That's it for me.
Okay.
I think that's my whole A tier.
No love for Texas?
Not quite. I can't go from nothing to
A tier.
A. But I like how he's playing right now. Definitely shout out Texas.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say
he also has some
No
bad
love
losses,
for-
but
He does. But if we're talking about improvement though, just from like, first month of when the game came out to now, he might be the most improved player in the league for real.
I think not even close.
So I got a question. And this is, I guess, just A tier, because I think Bag had him in B tier last week. Win over 2 A tier teams that you guys had in A tier last week. That doesn't count for enough.
Not enough for you to be in the A tier. I mean, especially in his situation where, for example, Clemson wasn't in the A tier last week, but if you go look at his schedule, like he has some big wins on the way to now being an A tier and being 5-1.
Clemson
Texas
was ranked last week.
But he wouldn't have been A tier anyway. But Texas, on the other hand, like you lost to Iowa at home, and Miami at home, you're not going to be an A tier, losing to Big 12 teams.
Wow. Okay.
I think for him though, like just for A would be easily the highest he's ever been ranked. He's never been an A tier before. I think even putting him in B firmly that's big progress for him. So
He was B last week. Bag don't put nobody in
yeah.
C tier.
Yeah, I know, but I think yeah, man, he should be happy with B tier for now. And still, room to grow. He's gonna have a chance to like really solidify what he's doing. I don't think he's ever beaten Nighthawk. I think he said. I don't know if he's ever beaten him in his life. So he'll get a chance to add Tennessee. That's gonna be tough, but he'll get the chance. Then he plays me. I've beaten him for the most part, but it's always a good game. And then Arizona State. So he'll have his chances on the schedule to prove that he belongs in A tier. But I'm kind of with Bag. He's like
crazy.
a B tier for me still.
Okay. Man. Rough day in the office for those guys, huh?
Just keeping it real.
But are you? Because at this point, we're saying Notre Dame could never actually get to S unless he wins a conference.
Oh, well, I don't agree with that. That's Bags ratings. I don't agree with that.
I don't know how. I just don't know. I just don't know how any of you can put Notre Dame in the S tier. Like, what would be your reason for him being in the S tier?
I would
Has he
say
ever not been in the playoffs?
Probably. I don't know if he's made the playoffs every year, but even if he hasn't, I mean, he usually has a very light schedule. He even ended up with a light schedule this year, but he has won 2 out of his 4 big games. So shout out to him. He's ranked number 4 right now. He's in position to potentially go to the conference championship, but I mean,
I don't think he's going to be in my S tier. I'm not saying there's no chance. It's a difference. Like if he kept balling out and just looks in great form, goes to smacks Florida State, like for example, you got to give him his credit. But like Florida State might have, maybe they're undefeated still. I don't know, but
well, that's what I said too. Though I'm saying the same thing you said. If he went to an undefeated Florida State,
so this is hinged
won,
on how Florida State looks at the end of the year, not how Notre Dame looks then.
For sure. I mean, if Florida State has 2 or 3 losses by week 11, which he could, then it totally changes like what that win means.
I agree with that. I think there's room for him to go. My S tier is just hard to crack right now because I think those top 2 they got the high floor, high ceiling, and it's not really much up and down. Like they bring it every week.
I mean,
I don't think Notre
what would
Dame
be the
does
case? Why would Notre Dame be in the S tier and Florida State's not? If you put Notre Dame in, you have to put Florida State in. You got to put. I feel like you can put a few people in.
Florida State hasn't played the same competition.
Yeah, I mean, Florida State's played nobody, but
like what? They're 6-0 and haven't had any user conference games yet.
But so that's what I'm saying though. Like Notre Dame beating Florida State is not going to push them into the S tier unless Florida State,
right,
wins these next 3 games.
Yeah, they beat Nebraska and UNC. Then
my response
then it'll be
was
different. Like,
Notre Dame's power ranking is dependent on how well Florida State does the rest of the season.
I mean, that's the only way they're going to get to S tier. I mean, I don't know how else he gets to S tier. The only way he gets to S tier for me is if he beats.
No matter what he does, it's not dependent on him.
He has to beat Nebraska. I mean, if he beats Nebraska in the conference championship, if he goes that far and beats Nebraska in the conference championship, then he's in the S tier. But if he goes to the conference championship and gets smacked, then I mean,
has he ever beat Nebraska before or Tennessee?
No.
I feel like this is a BYU conversation. Like, not really much they can do, but okay.
I mean, look at his schedule the rest of the season. He's playing 1 team above 500, and I mean USC's like, I guess they're above 500, but like, we know what type of ball he usually is playing. I mean,
but beat number 6 and number 7. But
those are good wins for sure.
Both at home though. I mean, so they're good wins for sure. But going on the road to one of those top 10 opponents, like the Florida State win, for me, I could see it. I could see me moving in the top to the S tier. Unlikely, but it's possible.
Only if Florida State is
right, and that's my whole point.
Teams.
Is that like Florida State has to be essentially undefeated going into that game for you guys to say Notre Dame even has a chance to be put in the S tier.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's done nothing to prove that he should be an S tier today. It's not like he's if we open up the scope of this to 5 years, there's nothing Notre Dame's done to be. He might not be in the A tier because he's never won a playoff game.
This ain't 5 years though. I can't do
I'm
that.
just saying, like, there's a reason why those two teams are in the S tiers because, like Frows was saying, game in, game out, playoff, not playoff, da 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 da. They have the highest floor and the highest ceiling. If we did the same thing for Notre Dame, like Notre Dame has a low floor.
So you're saying Tennessee is S tier purely because of the pass? Because this is
Yes.
about as light a schedule as we've seen.
Yeah, no, Tennessee's S tier 100% because of the pass for sure.
Yeah, he's also. I mean, he started off at. He's been at that tier. It's not like he was trying to, move up to it. He started off in S tier for real. Just based on everything.
Nebraska at least has conference. Okay, I'll give it to you.
Man, Notre Dame's not as good of a player as Nebraska is. He's not in the same conversation with Nebraska or Tennessee.
Not in the same.
And it's not for me. It's not even like slighting Notre Dame. I mean, I only have those two in that tier. I don't have anybody else. I don't think anybody else really in that combo right now.
It's not a slight to put him on top of the A tier.
Yeah, he's
not a slight.
For him, honestly, that's that's love compared to some other times he's been ranked.
Crazy.
Some good credit.
But Tennessee's in the S tier because he's Tennessee, not who he's played this year.
You disagree with that? Like, you think he should be in the A tier?
What are the power rankings based on? Is it what's happening now, or is it just their body of work?
It's both, but
Yeah.
in your opinion, like, do you think Tennessee shouldn't be in the S tier? Is that what you're saying?
It's just a question. That was my question. Is like, is it totality or is it a now thing? Because if it's a now thing, if I look at this, I could tell you what reason does Tennessee have to be in the S tier.
Tennessee's in the S tier because he's won 80, probably has the highest win percentage in the league over the course of his existence, and
So totality,
has,
not this year.
And has like 3 conference championships. Yeah, it's a totality thing. I mean, it's a how do you play in your games? He hasn't played anybody. He also is beating teams 65-7, 28, and these are probably early exits as well. I know the Florida one was a halftime exit, 35-7, 56-0. I mean, he's beating the shit out of these teams. It's not like he's like this is. I don't think Notre Dame beats Florida 30. It's that old Florida user 35-7.
Okay. Totality of work then.
It's a mix though.
It's both. It's not only that. I mean, I don't think Notre Dame has the most impressive in season. Notre Dame's not better than doesn't have a better season so far this year than Arizona State does. Arizona State beat the crap out of Iowa, favorite. He does have a Texas A&M loss, which is not good, but by
Ohio State
3
and won, and Notre Dame lost at Ohio State. I mean,
facts, and he lost by 3 on the road to Texas A&M, who's a Big 12 favorite, and he beat the Big 12 favorite on the road as well by 17. Like, I don't think Notre Dame gets that one either by that margin at Iowa.
He did play Iowa, if I'm not mistaken. No, he didn't. Okay. All right, I don't want to hold you up no more. I was just curious about the thought process.
that's a good question.
Definitely.
So who do you guys have in your B tier then?
I got a step after this actually, but B tier for me, I'm going top of the B tier. I'm still putting myself top of the B tier probably. Then I'm going Texas. Then I'm going actually, I gotta go Iowa. So I'll probably go LSU, Iowa, Texas, because Iowa beat Texas head to head on the road, I believe. Um, so Iowa, Texas. Then I probably would go Ohio State, Oklahoma. I think Ohio State's had a harder schedule to end up where he's at than Oklahoma has. So I probably would go Ohio State, Oklahoma. I don't know if anyone else is left after that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Guess Baylor dropped off. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going LSU, Iowa, Texas, Ohio State, Oklahoma.
Okay. Files, who you got?
Yeah, on the same wave. I mean the order, because they got a lot of like this person beat them, but this person beat them. I don't really. It's hard for me to say right now, but probably form wise, maybe Zevi's in the worst form out of all of them. But I mean, he turned it around last year, won a natty, so not counting him out. I'll put him at the bottom. I was in the middle somewhere.
So that don't count
Right
for
now,
enough to put him in
low-key-
A tier.
Iowa.
Oklahoma.
Oh, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that this year, at this current moment. But I mean, he's the kind of player who can just turn it. Like we've seen him get hot. He won a natty last year doing it. So I'm gonna say bottom of B now. But we do this pod again next week. You know, he if he goes and beats Tennessee and then plays, he can definitely get back up to A pretty quickly. Top A.
Okay. Oh, oh. I guess that's a sign. Bag, appreciate you coming out, sir. I know you got to step.
Yeah, man. Thanks for holding it down as always.
Yes,
You,
sir.
you're the one who makes these things go, man. So shout out to you.
No problem, no problem. Files, appreciate it, sir. If you're
Sure,
still
man. Happy to
listening,
be here.
anytime, anytime. If you're still listening, you don't like what we have to say, prove it on the field or let us know in the Discord and we'll bring it up. Next week we should be 12? So right before conference championship, hopefully.
Yep.
Right before conference championship. And then if you want to be on the podcast, I want to talk a little bit about your game plan against other people in the league. Let us know. We'd love to have you on. But until next time, we're out.